Delaware's inland bays, the Rehoboth, Indian River, and Little Ossawoman Bays, are three shallow, interconnected coastal lagoons located in southern coastal Delaware. From supporting abundant fish and wildlife, to filtering pollutants and sediments, to protecting upland areas from storm damage, estuaries like the inland bays are wildly rich and productive ecosystems. The bays also offer an array of outdoor recreational opportunities for residents and tourists alike, further supporting Delaware's multi-billion-dollar coastal economy each year. However, human activity and climate change are driving substantial shifts to these shared resources. Poor water quality, habitat loss, and climate change are among the greatest threats.
Protecting, preserving, and restoring Delaware's inland bays and their watershed is our mission here at the Delaware Center for the Inland Bays. One of 28 national estuary programs, we're committed to improving the waters, habitats, and living resources of the bays through science-based research, restoration, education, outreach, public policy, and advocacy. One way the Center is combating these threats is by partnering in a statewide initiative to maximize the use of living shoreline stabilization techniques. This nature-based solution uses natural materials like coral fiber logs, oyster shells, and native plants to dampen wind and wave energy along the shoreline while providing additional benefits of wildlife habitat and water filtration. This technique can be just as effective, and in some cases more effective than traditional hard armoring methods such as bulkheads. Over the past several years, we've been creating a series of living shoreline demonstration projects around the bays, including our newest project at Thompson Island.
Nestled in the Rehoboth Bay, Thompson Island is a place holding both environmental and cultural significance. In addition to its wetlands and forests providing habitat for fish and wildlife and improving water quality, archaeological studies in the 1940s and the 1990s recovered human burials and artifacts from upland portions of the island. These are sacred lands to the Nanticoke peoples, and today, this revered cultural resource is facing severe rates of erosion caused by wave energy and sea level rise.
During the initial assessment of Thompson Island, we noticed significant erosion along the southern shoreline of the island. We estimated that erosion was approximately 1 foot per year. In fall 2023, the center will be installing wave attenuation structures 60 to 80 feet off the island's southern shore. These are typically made from precast concrete in a proprietary shape that can only be moved with heavy equipment assistance. Once installed, we'll conduct a series of low-impact monitoring using drone photography to check that the living shoreline is stable and functional. Then, after the 1-year mark, we'll also measure the accretion or erosion, shoreline migration, and vegetation density occurring on the site.
Thanks to the support of our project funders, including the United States Environmental Protection Agency and Restore America's Estuaries, the wave attenuation installation will address erosion and threats to cultural resources on site and mitigate sea level rise along the 4,200 linear feet of the island's unprotected southern shoreline. Once complete, this project will offer a myriad of benefits: improve water quality in Rehoboth Bay, dampen wave energy and support the natural nourishment of the island's shoreline, provide wildlife habitat, and protect an important cultural heritage site.
Well, hi everybody, I'm United States Senator Tom Carper. I used to work for Christophe Salou when I was a new member of the House of Representatives and even later as governor. I could not be more excited to hear about this grant award for Delaware Center for Inland Bays. 30 years ago, when I had the privilege of serving as Delaware's governor, and Christophe was our Secretary of the Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control, I signed the legislation into law creating the Center for the Inland Bays. Can you believe that? I did this to help protect, preserve, and restore Delaware's iconic bays and their watershed. Now, as a recovering governor and Delaware's senior senator, I proudly supported the Center for Inland Bays work by securing a boost in funding for our nation's national estuaries through the bipartisan infrastructure law. A Restore America's Estuaries grant will build upon the bipartisan infrastructure law's historic investments and support the center's efforts. This funding will help the center continue to build a living shoreline along the highly vulnerable shores of Thompson Island, an important historic site for our Nanticoke Indian tribe, in Delaware and national treasure in the Rehoboth Bay. Congratulations to everybody at the center for your great work, well earned and well deserved. Bravo Zulu, as we like to say, in the Navy, well done.